Hello folks, and welcome and good evening, and today I am going to have a look at the Embraer 170-175 series made by Flight Sim Studio, and we're going to take another look at these. I have had a look at this aircraft and I did purchase it about a year and a half ago. So what we're going to do is we've got it in the Flybe Classic livery for a classic airline that unfortunately is no longer. And we're going to have a little look at the aircraft and just have a look at some of the systems and what the sort of updates are on this aircraft now, because I had a little fly today, and after my embarrassing review of the Embraer 145, I thought I'll just test the 170-175 series out, and absolutely blown away with this. I mean, the guys at Flight Sim Studio that are developing this are absolutely fantastic when it comes to attention to detail. So we'll crack on and we'll have a little look. I'm trying to make this video nice and short, and I want to just have a little look at some of the features of this aircraft and the details. And this aircraft, I would say, is probably visually in line with some of the stuff from Fenix and any builds. It is absolutely, you know, stunning detail, even to the small writing on the undercarriage flap there. It's just, everything's readable. Your rivets, you've got wear, you know, you've got bits of paint coming off, all the wires, all the springs, all the bulbs, the lights, just photo-realistic. I'm super impressed with the guys that have been doing this aircraft, because, you know, we need some good regional jets, and this, to me, is a lovely regional jet, and I think it doesn't get enough praise. You know, you've got all your like Fenix stuff and Build stuff, and see, this stuff doesn't get enough praise, and I think it should do, because these obviously are the backbone of our regional jet services. Not so much in the UK, but more so in America. So what we'll do, we'll take a little look at the wings, look at the detail. Got some weathering on there. Little turbofan engine. So this aircraft is the 175 series, and this is available from flightsimstudio.com, and it's available on Aerosoft, and it's currently €40. It's about 35 quid British pounds, which isn't that much money for what you're getting. Is a really nice aircraft. Now, some of the systems, yeah, alright, the FMS is not custom coded yet, so there is not a VNAV profile that's active at the current state, but they are very transparent with this, and they do tell you, you know, they do say to you, look, we are working on it, and it is going to be developed for summer this year. So version 1.0 is going to be released, but it comes out at the end of the year for a full release, so that'll be a great release when that comes out, because I think this is going to go very far with these jets, because they are a capable aircraft. I mean, the detail is just phenomenal, absolutely. So let's go ahead. We'll walk up the stairs. I'll use my controller. Little things that you got, like the GPU included with the tablets. Everything. The sounds are just real life sounds. You get the barriers and the cones and stuff, so you can't cross over when you're loading. So we'll try and climb the stair. There we go. Hello everyone. What we're going to do, I'll try and step on the aircraft. I'll have a little look inside at some of the details inside here. You see, the cabin is actually laid out really well. And I'm not just saying this because of my horrible experience today with the 145 series, but if you look at that, it's all detailed really well throughout the cabin, and this is what you should have. You know, in the simulator today, this is what you should be. You know, the standards are set high now, unfortunately, because you can't bring a half-baked aircraft like the 145 into a simulator when you've got products like this that are just way outdoing them on every single level. So what we'll do, I'll have a little look into the cockpit now. A lot of this stuff is clippable, but I'm actually just in drone mode, so what I'm going to do, we're going to come out of drone mode. Hello pilots, we're going to go and have a look at your cockpit, do you mind? And we will have a little look in the cockpit now. See, the sound's now disappeared. So, with this aircraft, you do get, I mean, if you look at my previous video with the 145, It's shocking compared to this. I mean, this is nice. You know, this is study level aircraft material, and it's absolutely second to none when it comes to details. So we'll first have a look at the little tablet that they've included now. They have put a lot more things into the tablet, so you can get your jetways, GPUs, forward and control all your doors via this tablet as well. Get your current weights and stuff, and you've also got fit details, so you can import your flight plan from SimBrief, add it to the system schedule, and it will then input all the weights, all the calculations, and it will do it all for you with the FMC. Down here, and it will literally input it on the number 2 computer as if your first officer is uploading the details. So it will actually type them, put them in, and it'll take about 2 or 3 minutes to input that data. But to me, that's quite a nice little touch. I quite like that, because I think that's like having a co-pilot. You know, the co-pilot puts the details, and the captain verifies and checks the details. So yeah, I think that's quite cool. And also, you've got charts there for integrated, and you can move the iPad out as well. And this is my favourite aircraft because the windows do open, which you get the sound barrier as well in there, so you can hear outside now. The other thing I will say is a little bit tricky to get the window closed again. You have to move the iPad out of the way. But yeah, and everything works. You know, you've got your steering controls. You can move everything, steer with that setting as well. And if you're using the WinWig systems, which I'm using for the Airbus, there is actually a WinWig profile for MobiFlight which has been released, which you can use the details to switch that, and use your switches with the switch panel on board this aircraft as well. So let's get some lights, see what the lighting systems are doing on this aircraft, and we'll connect. We're already connected to the GPU, so I will connect to it now. And you can already hear there that the sounds are pretty damn good. Electric pumps are on. It goes for a full cycle. Now you can see a lot more in detail with these systems. And you've got the FMS system down here, which is fairly straightforward to use. You've got your routes, you've got your maintenance section. I don't think it's implemented yet. I've also got welcome board music in the background there. But yeah, the usual stuff that's included in this. One of the things that you'll find will be there'll be an option somewhere that will say initiate flight, and you can initiate it, and it will then start typing away on this computer here. You've got your newer computers down here, your radio stack, parking brake, printer. So it's a nice modern cockpit with the Honeywell avionics suite, which is quite nice to use actually. Everything's touchscreen as well, so it's all, you know, it's all set up as the real system, which is quite cool. Cool. And as you can see there, I'm using the WinWig system, and you can adjust. You know, everything is done with the hardware, not the mouse, which is quite cool. I will post that that link on Flight Sim TO as well for that add-on, because I don't think many people have got that. So what do we get in this aircraft? So basically we get a full aircraft with this. The only thing we don't get at the minute is VNAV. So we don't get VNAV, and we don't get a custom FMS system, but it's coming. So hopefully it's going to come in the next month or so when they've finally finalised it. And I think it'll be quite nice. I think it'll be, once we get that VNAV path and we can start following the VNAV path down, it'll be a nice aircraft to fly. So let's go ahead and have a look at some lighting on the exterior. And we'll go back into drone mode for this. We'll have a close eye on what's going on outside. So all I'm going to do, I'm just going to put the lights on. There we go. Run an external power, so we're okay. So the actual light bloom there is absolutely phenomenal. These are halogen bulbs, not the HID ones that are included on the newer aircraft. And you can see they're all with, got them right then. You know, they're all where they should be. The bloom's spot on. Get your beacon light underneath. You've got no bleed on that. It's just exactly where it should be. and they do have cabin lights as well, which are automatic on this aircraft. So the cabin lights will illuminate when you're boarding, when GSX passengers do board. And I don't think there is a passenger count for the aircraft yet. I don't think you can see the passengers on the aircraft. That's not been implemented by GSX yet, because the aircraft's not been fully released. It's only an alpha, an aircraft at the minute, an alpha release. It's not a full release, so GSX won't touch it until it's been fully released. But you can see there, we've got a good solid navigation light there, nice bright strobe light, and that's the brightness that navigation light should be on aircraft. I really wish Asobo would take a leaf out of these guys' book, because the lights on the aircraft in real life are that bright. That's how they should be. And you've got your rear navigation light on the back of there as well, with the little strobe light. And of course you've got your logo lights as well. So it is looking very nice. I mean, the lighting is lovely on this aircraft. Right, we'll go back inside out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do an engine start for you, just so you can hear the sounds of them. We'll start the number 2 engine up, and basically just so we can hear the sounds. I think it's very important that we listen to that, because it's quite an important factor when it comes to buying an aircraft. So what we'll do is we'll just hit the start button on number 2 engine. That should hopefully kick over. I might need APU for this actually. I think we do. Because I don't think that is enough. No, it's not enough to pump the fuel. Right, 2 ticks, we'll get that APU started. Listen to that as well. Now eventually they are talking about adding some smoke to the APU start on cold starts and stuff. So the APU should be online any second now. There we go. That's what we'll do. APU is now online, so now we should be able to start the aircraft on number 2 engine. Get the packs are all on, packs are set. There we go. So these sounds are actually being recorded on the aircraft, a real life aircraft, have been recorded for this simulator. So these are actual sounds of the aircraft, which are quite cool, a bit like the Fenix series as well, the custom sounds. And I think these guys are in par with Fenix, I really do. And I think that, you know, that I've been a member of this from when it started, when they brought out the Embraer jets, and they just keep getting better and better. They really do keep getting better and better, and everything is programmable. When I first got this aircraft, you couldn't use the the tablet here, but now you can, and it's just and everything. You know, a lot of the stuff works, a lot of stuff doesn't work, and then which, you know, you expect, and they've been open and honest about it, and they've said to you, look, you know, we are aware things don't work. It's an alpha, so yeah. But for an alpha, I mean, flyability, the fly dynamics are phenomenal. The sounds are pretty cool. You know, it's one of them aircraft where you've got to fly it to believe how good it is, and I think, yeah, I do think it will get better, but yeah, it's fantastic. I enjoy it, and the flight model's nice. It flies really well. Stick flying, absolutely fantastic. It's got quite a good feel to it. You know, they're quite nimble jets. It's quite a low takeoff speed, so that they're a great jet to fly. And would I recommend buying this jet? Yeah, I would. 100%. Bit of reverse thrust noise there. Yeah, 100%. It's nice, and I think it's got, you know, a little while to go. We're on version 0.9.34 at the minute, and I think for a lot of people's virtual airlines, this is going to be a really nice add-on. Anyway, guys, that was a quick tour of the Embraer 175 in a Flybe livery, and this basically has cheered me up from the last few hours ago I did the 145 review, which is a shambolic disaster. So this has cheered me up, and hopefully I'll speak to you all soon. Take care, enjoy the simulator, blue skies up.